Hi y'all, what's going on? My name is Ciandra and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So today I wanted to share with you guys my 2026 vision board. I actually did this vision board a month ago. When my best friend was here, we were supposed to do our vision boards together, but we were doing a lot while she was here. The 2 weeks that she was here, we was doing a lot, and unfortunately, we didn't get to do it together in person, but we did do it virtually. So we did digital vision boards. That was always the plan that I was gonna do with or without her. Was to do a digital vision board. I was actually invited to a vision board party the beginning of the year, but I was sick the first like 2 weeks of January, so I couldn't go to my friend's vision board party. But I did later that month end up doing a digital vision board on Canva with my best friend, and we just did our vision boards together over FaceTime. Didn't record that at all like I had originally intended, but I still wanted to get on the camera and just kind of share with you guys my vision board and just like some goals that I have for myself for this year. And yeah, so let's go on ahead and get right into it. So if you see me looking down a lot, it's because I have my vision board on my iPad. So I'm looking down and referring to this a lot while I speak on it, but I'll have this up on the screen as well, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. I have Vision Board 2026, and it's just like a little collage. So we're gonna go through it. So I kind of have my vision board kind of like separated into quadrants. And yeah, so we'll just go through each one by one, and we'll just kind of work our way around, and then I'll leave like the middle for last. So yeah, so let's get right into it. And oh, and I just want to say, if you hear any click clackety click 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 clack, it's the dog. She doesn't know how to be still, and at some point in time she might, there she goes, she might hop up on here. So yeah, ignore her. So let's get started. So oh, look, there she goes. So in the top left corner, I have travel. So something, a goal of mine for years, for as long as I can remember, has been to travel. Like I want to go to so many places, see so many things, have so many experiences. And I actually, believe it or not, I just got a passport the beginning of last year. I had so many plans in regards to traveling last year, and I was so excited, especially since I got my passport, finally got my passport last year. I think it was like January, February-ish when I finally got it in hand, and I'll probably insert a clip because I was so excited. So it's official, guys. I got my passport, finally. Where are we going, y'all? But I had a lot of plans for traveling. I was gonna go to my first international country. I don't remember which one it was gonna be, but I had plans to travel out the country for the first time and just to do a lot of traveling domestically as well. Fortunately, as you guys know, I did get laid off from my job, so I had a lot of plans and goals and things that I had for myself last year kind of had to put on pause or put on the back burner until I could get back on my feet again. So for this first little quadrant for travel, I have a picture of Seoul, South Korea. I have a picture of Switzerland. I believe is it Lucerne? I'm not sure which city in Switzerland it is, but it's Switzerland. I have a picture of a passport on a plane, and then just, a picture from a window seat of an airplane. And I really want to make it a goal this year to travel out of the country, preferably to either Seoul, South Korea, or to Switzerland. Like, I've wanted to go to South Korea since like middle school. Ever since I got into K-pop and watched Korean dramas and stuff, like, I've always wanted to go there. And growing up, I did have friends who were Korean as well. And I currently have a friend who I've known since middle school who actually, he is Korean and he lives there. And I really want to go visit him, So South Korea, Seoul, doesn't even necessarily need to be just Seoul, just South Korea in general. Like, I would love to go to Busan. I would love to visit Jeju, like, I just want to go to Korea and immerse myself there because it's long overdue. I've been saying for years and years how I was gonna make it out there, and I still haven't, but that's still a goal of mine, and hopefully that can happen this year. If not, the other option is Switzerland. Switzerland is like the top European country that I want to visit. And the crazy thing is that, like, I never even thought, like, Switzerland was never really on my radar until I watched this Korean drama. I can't remember what the name of the Korean drama is off the top of my head, but in like I think it was like two of the episodes towards the end of the show, the main characters met up in Switzerland. And when I seen the views, I was like, oh my God, I have to go there. Just breathtaking, stunning, majestic views of mountains and lakes and just greenery. And it's just, I've never seen anything like it in my life. And I was like, I need to go there. I need to go there. And ever since then, I've been wanting to go to Switzerland. So yeah, so those are like my top two countries that I want to visit. There's a lot of other countries that I want to visit as well. Like, I've always wanted to go to Jamaica. Like, that's like the top Caribbean like place that I want to go to. There's other places too. Like, I want to go to Japan, Spain, go to places in South America, Brazil. That's like another like hot commodity that like I really want to go visit one day. So yeah, I just want to do a lot of traveling starting this year and into the future. I just want to travel more. So let's go to our next quadrant. Bottom left is hobbies. So I definitely feel like I can pick up a lot more hobbies. It's just been kind of tough over the last year where I've just been like laser focused on trying to find another full-time job. So like, I try my best to do things that bring me joy in the midst of that. Although I will say it was very like rough in the beginning. Like, I was just going through the motions, and I would have my days where I wouldn't want to go anywhere or do anything. And then I would have my days where I would want to go out and do stuff. And I also had to be mindful of my finances. I can't go crazy if I do go out. So, there's just been a lot that's that's happened over the course of the last year. But now 2026, I really want to focus on myself and just really do more things, whether it's solo or with people. I just want to really get into more hobbies. So the first picture that I have is a picture of a music festival. Anyone that knows me knows that I love going to concerts and music festivals, and I do plan to cover those things on this channel as well. So the live experiences portion. And you guys, if you go back and look at my older videos, you will see that I have posted content surrounding concerts and local like festivals and stuff like that. So that's something that I really want to go to more concerts, go to more festivals. I do have a lot of concerts lined up this year already, tickets bought for and everything. So I'm super excited for the content for that to share with you guys. I am going to, I want to say 6. I have 6 concerts locked in for 2026 so far, but I'm going to see K1 next month. I'm going to see Cardi B, Naika, Bruno Mars, BTS, Summer Walker. I'm super excited. Like, I love going to shows. Love, love, love going to shows. And I was really sad last year that I didn't go to as many shows as I would have liked. Last year, I think I only went to maybe one or two, because I know I saw Jesse Reyes last summer, but I can't remember if there's anyone else that I've seen last year. Yeah, I think that's the only person I saw last year, which is really sad because I usually go to multiple concerts or shows a year. So if that truly is the case and I've only went to one, that's crazy. But I have a lot that are coming up this year, so that's a lot of content that I'm gonna get for you guys, and I'm super excited about that. But yeah, so I have concerts, music festivals here. Next to it, I have a picture of a girl painting, and I want to get back into drawing. I used to draw a lot in middle school, high school, and like my early college days, but I kind of stopped over time. And one of the mediums that I really, really loved was charcoals. I love working with charcoals and I'm pretty good at it. I'll insert a couple photos just to show you guys like what I can do. But yeah, I haven't drawn in a really long time, and that's just something that I want to get back into. And I would also love to explore other art forms as well. Like I would love to, paint, get into painting. I would love to get into maybe go to a pottery class. That would be cool. Just like different art related things I want to get more into because I do have that artsy creative side of me that I've had since I was young, and I want to get back to that. I've been out of touch with that for a while now, so that's something I definitely want to get back into. Underneath that, I have a picture of a girl reading a book. I cannot tell you the last time I picked up a book and read. I really cannot. It's been a really long time since I've read a book. Okay. And the crazy thing is that I've actually bought a couple books in the past year. Yeah, I've bought a couple books in the past, I'll say the past couple years, because the first real book that I bought in a really long time was when I was still living in my apartment. This was 2 years ago because I had gotten this book around the time I went to Vegas to look at apartments. So it was about 2 years ago, and I bought Britney Spears' book and I was so excited for it. Loved Britney down and loved her ever since I was a child. I decided to buy her book and I was really excited about it. I have not opened that book, not even once. Which is so sad. And sometimes I will bring it with me when I travel thinking that I'll read on the plane, but no, I be listening to music and sleeping on the planes. So I don't even read it. So I definitely want to get back into reading. I used to love reading when I was younger, especially when I was a teenager, and reading those teenage books and stuff. Was super heavy into manga. Used to love reading manga since middle school, but I have not picked up a book and actually read it in years. And I'm not even including shit for school. I'm talking about an actual book that I would read on my downtime. I have not done so. And I want to change that. And then the last picture is a picture of a DJ setup turntable. Ooh, words are hard. I think that's what it's called. It's a little DJ setup. I put that picture in here because last year I was scrolling on Instagram and I came across some kind of event that I never did get around to going to, which I still would like to go to. I need to check to see if they have any classes happening, but I had came across this post on Instagram about a DJ scratching class, learn how to mix or so, I don't know. It was something along the lines of that, and I thought it was really interesting. I love music. One of my favorite things to do is curating playlists, whether it be for a game night or a party or brunch. I love putting Spotify playlists and stuff together. It's been a while since I've done that, but that's something that I do enjoy doing. And I thought it would be a cool, fun little hobby to learn how to, DJ. I love EDM music. Not necessarily saying that that's the type type of, music I would want to, learn how to DJ or whatever, but I'm really big into like EDM, and I love R&B music. I like hip hop. I like pop. I just love music in general, and I just thought it would be like a fun little like learning experience, just like learning how to DJ. I thought that would be cool, learning how to DJ, learning how to mix, just like a little something to do on the side, like just to learn just for the hell of it. So yeah, so I have that one here. Yeah, hopefully at some point in time this year, I'll finally go to a class, or maybe I'll get me find me like a little cheap, like little setup, and, watch some YouTube videos and then just kind of learn or whatever. But I haven't gotten around to that yet. And this was actually something that I wanted to explore last year, maybe even the year before, but life be lifing. So, let's get into the next one. So, oh, my mouth is getting dry. Let me get some water. Okay, so the next quadrant over, we have health and wellness. So this year, I really want to lock in and focus on bettering my health, both physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, all the things. I want to really just better myself all around. And so the first picture, we have the girl with the Apple AirPod Max, which I do have. I have those headphones. Love them, by the way. If you don't have a pair, you should get a pair. No, they're expensive, but they're worth it. But she's, stretching and, about to work out or whatever. And so I have that one here because I need to move my body more. I try to remember to wear my Apple Watch, which I'm not even wearing right now. And I try to move my body as much as I can. But I definitely need to work out more. I don't work out enough. I want to go on more walks. Need to just even get outside. I need to get outside more, get some sunlight, get some vitamin D, because you guys don't know, Black people, we are typically vitamin D deficient. That is just unfortunate. But if I could just even just get outside and let the sun rays hit me for a little bit, that's something that I definitely want to change. Next to that, I have a picture of food, and not that I eat terrible now, but I would like to eat more like whole foods and just eat like more clean, healthier foods in general more often, I'll say. Like I said, I don't eat terrible now, but I would like to get better at and more intentional about the foods that I'm putting into my body. Underneath that, I have a picture of a girl getting a facial. I definitely want to get more into self-care. I got my first facial, I want to say, was it last year or the year before? I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. It might have been last year, but I got my first facial and I loved it, and I would love to get facials more often. I don't know, maybe once every few months, like once every season or something. And I just want to, take better care of my skin, maybe find a really good skincare routine, products that work best for my skin. I do have a lot of hyperpigmentation around my jawline and my chin. I do have PCOS, and one of my symptoms is hirsutism, so I do grow excessive facial hair, so I'm waxing every week. I'm waxing my chin, and I want to fade my hyperpigmentation and dark spots as a result from waxing, and just help with any ingrowns that I may have. I would love to brighten my skin, have more even skin tone, so just other little things. I would love to just get more into self-care. I've never had a professional massage before. I know that's crazy. Can you believe that? But I've never had a professional massage before. And I just want to pamper myself. 2026, I want to pamper myself more, treat myself more to these kinds of things, and just really take care of myself better, or more efficiently, you know? And then next to that, I have a Bible. I decided to like make it a goal of mine this year and moving forward to strengthen my relationship with God. Not that it was ever like not there's always been, I've always had a relationship with God. You know, I've always been a Christian, but over the last year, I've just, especially more so like recent, I've just been wanting to grow closer with him and strengthen my relationship. And I've been going, it's funny for me to say I've been going to church every Sunday for the past almost month, but I've actually been attending service online. I haven't physically gone to church yet, but I have been attending, watching service online every Sunday for the past month, and I feel really good about it, and I'm going to continue to do so. And at some point, I am going to make my way to a physical campus. But for now, attending online has been like most convenient for me. And I've still been, you know, focused and enjoying service. I attend Union Church, and yeah, I'm just really happy and thankful that I am setting time aside for the Lord, and that continuing to grow my faith and to strengthen my relationship with him. So the next quadrant above is community and love. On the top right, far right at the top, I have a picture of two women wrapped in a pride flag. So if you guys don't know, I do identify as queer. I'm a queer girly through and through. Probably I've known that I was since I was a child. And I'm not even gonna go into that story. That's a story for another time. But it's like a fun little thing that like I like to like throw in when I'm like talking to friends and be like, oh, you know, when I was in, you know, the first or second grade, this happened and blah, blah, blah. So, but anyways, yeah, so I do identify as queer. So I have a picture of two women who are just, you know, standing next to each other wrapped in a pride flag. And then I have diagonally from that a picture of a woman and a man like clinking champagne glasses. And the reason why I put those two photos there is because I'm not opposed to, you know, being with a man or a woman. Like whoever comes into my life and is the right person for me, they're the right person for me. I just wanted to put those two pictures in there just to kind of represent that love is love, that like I said, I'm queer, and you know, I'm happy with whoever comes into my life and treats me right. And basically I go where I am loved. So whether that's with a man or a woman, who knows? But I just wanted to put that in there to just kind of represent like my identity, that love is love and all that. And then next to that, I have a picture of a group of women on the beach. It looks like a picnic of sorts or whatever. I don't know. I think they're like they all have drinks in hand and they're on the beach. And I put that picture in there because I really would love to find or build like a sisterhood. That's something that I've always like imagined, was having like, I don't want to say a large group of friends, but like a really good group of girlfriends where we could go on trips together, we can be there for each other, encourage each other, and just like go through life together. And that's not to say that I don't have girlfriends, you know, or friends currently, but I would love to just have like a little unit, you know, like find like a group of girls, like build a sisterhood. And I don't know how to describe it. Just like kind of like sisterhood community. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. But aside from that, I also just want to make more friends, like build stronger connections. I would love to strengthen the friendships that I already have. And yeah, it's just hard because my best friends don't live here in Maryland. So that's like another reason why I have the picture of a group of girls on here, is just because like my besties don't live here in Maryland with me. And it's not that I'm trying to find, more besties or like whatever, but I just want to have, a good solid group of friends that, I can go to brunch with. I could have like, we could have like sleepovers, girls' nights, wine nights, just to do things with, because sometimes I do feel lonely, some of my other friends might be busy. And then, like I said, two of my best friends don't live here in Maryland. They live out on the like West Coast. One lives in Denver, the other lives in Arizona. And so it's like hard when you have these things that like, I have no problem with doing things alone. But sometimes, you just want to share experiences with someone. And a lot of the times I don't really have anyone that I can share certain experiences with, because, a lot of my friends are either, they might be busy, or they're, for lack of a better word, grandmas. They don't like to like go out and do things. They like to be in the house, and there's nothing wrong with that. I have my days where I want to be in the house too, and I don't want to go anywhere. But I'm also the kind of person that likes to go out, doesn't necessarily have to be drinking, but don't get me wrong, I love me a good drink. I love me a happy hour and, go into a lounge and whatnot. But, I like to go out and do things. I like to explore. I don't want to say be out in the streets, but, I like to do stuff not only during the day, but also at night. And so when it comes to doing the things like at night, it's like I don't really have that many people that I could, share certain experiences with, because they don't want to be out late. So, which, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I understand that. I get, but it's just like, damn, I need more girls that like just want to do things like day or night. I don't know. I just would love to have a few more friends that I can do things with. So yeah, that's why I have that picture there. And then the last picture is a picture of two girls like working together or whatever. And I put this picture here. There was another picture that I was debating between this picture and another picture, but I guess I ultimately went with this picture. But basically, this picture represents like collaborating and working together and networking. That's kind of what this picture represents. This year, I really want to kind of get out of my comfort zone a little more. And I want to, network with people, collaborate, build relationships, professional and social. And yeah, so that's what I'm hoping to build this year in 2026. And then we have the final pictures down the middle. So top picture is a picture of a girl holding keys in an apartment. That picture represents, of course, you guys know I'm currently living with my mom, and I'm ready to get the out, okay? Like, don't get me wrong, this has been, out of all the times that I've moved back home over the years, this has been the smoothest and like the least problematic and the least mentally draining for me compared to previous times that I've moved back home. This one has been like the best out of all the times that I've moved back home. I don't know if it's because I'm older now or what, but yeah, it hasn't been bad. But I'm 35. I came from having my own space for like almost 3 years at my last place. And I'm just ready to have my own space again. I'm tired of being cramped in a small room. I barely have space in the closet, barely have space to put my things. I have all my stuff in a storage unit, and I'm tired of paying for a storage unit. Like, I'm ready to go. It's time. So my goal for this year is here's the grandfather clock. Okay, that's done. Alrighty. Dog. Penny, relax. So, where was I? Yeah, I'm just ready to have my own space. So my goal for this year, originally it was to move out before summer, but I'm not 100% sure if that's quite gonna happen. So obviously that'll always be the goal that we work towards, but I'm trying to give myself until, if summer doesn't happen, definitely end of summer, beginning of fall. I ideally would like to be moved out and into my own space again. So yeah, so that's why I have a picture of a girl holding keys. That's my goal. Hopefully I can get out sometime later this year and have my own space again. And because I need a proper working space. Right now, for the past year, I've been working from the dining room table, and like you got to do what you got to do, but I can't do that no more. I need a proper working space. And like I said, I'm tired of being cramped up in a small room with just like this much space to put my things in the closet. And I'm not claustrophobic, but it's just like, it's not enough space. And I'm just, ready to do my own thing again. So yeah, that's the goal that we're working up towards for this year. Underneath that, I have a girl holding a wad of cash, because we trying to make that money, honey, okay? I have bills, I have debt that I've accumulated over the last few months. I was so proud last year when I paid off a lot of my debt, and now the debt has risen again. So trying to get these bills paid. I'm trying to make this money. I'm trying to live my best life. I'm trying to go out and do things. I'm trying to go to more shows, go to more concerts. I want to learn about investing. I need to do something with my 401k, which I have not touched since I opened the account. There's just a lot of things that I want to do, that I need to do. It all involves money, so we trying to get this money, okay? Underneath that, you have 1,000 subscribers. That is my goal with my YouTube channel, is that by the end of the year, I would love to have 1,000 subscribers. I would love to be able to finally become a YouTube partner and make money off my content. It's just so crazy. Like years ago, it used to be so much easier to become a YouTube partner and make money, because there was a point in time where I could monetize off my videos, but YouTube, I don't know when exactly they changed their requirements, but now you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have either X amount of views on your videos or channel or something, or have like 1 million views in YouTube shorts, or I don't know, it's something wild. And I'm just like, damn, it didn't used to be like this, like way back when. So now I'm just like, damn, I really wish that I would have took my channel seriously back in the day when it used to be easy to monetize your channel, and got serious about content creation and whatnot back then, because now it's hard. I'm just like, right now, I think I'm currently sitting at 46 subscribers, which I'm thankful for, because before I had posted my I got laid off video, I had actually had, I want to say, how many subscribers did I have? I think it was in the teens. Yeah, I think it was in the teens. And so I have grown, since that video, and I hope to continue growing even more. But yeah, the goal is to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So like I said, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Support me, please. And then underneath that, we have a picture of a laptop, a camera, a phone, a ring light, a notepad. Yeah, and that's basically kind of ties in with the 1,000 subscribers, is, taking my content creation journey more seriously. I want to create content on not only my YouTube channel, but I also want to grow on Instagram. So yeah, that's just me wanting to get more into my content creation bag. That is all that I have for my vision board. I would love to hear about what you guys' goals are for 2026. What you guys may have put on your vision board. Definitely leave a comment down below and let me know. Let's engage in the comments. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.